The flickering images on the television screen danced before my young eyes, a vibrant cartoon world filling the living room with boisterous sound. I was lost in the animated antics, the volume cranked high, when a faint sound pierced through the cartoon's clamor. It was my mother's voice, I thought, calling my name from downstairs. "Mom!" I called back, my small voice easily swallowed by the television's din. Silence. She must not have heard me. I waited a moment, and then her voice came again, clearer this time, still calling my name. I padded out of the living room and started down the creaky wooden stairs that led to the basement. The basement was shrouded in an inky blackness. My hand groped for the light switch, but found only empty air. Halfway down the stairs, I paused, calling out again, "Mom?" My voice echoed in the cavernous space, swallowed by the darkness. No answer came. A shiver skittered down my spine. Where could she be? One thing was certain. She wasn't down here. I turned to go back upstairs, my small heart beginning to pound a little faster. But before I reached the top step, I heard it again. My mother's voice, clear as a bell, emanating from the depths of the basement, calling my name. I froze, my breath catching in my throat. My eyes strained to pierce the impenetrable darkness below, searching for any sign of her. A wave of unease washed over me, a feeling I couldn't quite explain. I scrambled back up the stairs, my feet flying over the worn wood. Reaching the top, I fumbled for the light switch and flicked it on. A single bulb cast a weak, yellowish glow into the basement, pushing back the oppressive darkness, but not banishing it entirely. I crept halfway back down the stairs, peering cautiously into the shadows. "Mom," I whispered, my voice trembling slightly. The basement remained silent, offering no answers. I saw nothing, just a cold, concrete floor, the looming shapes of forgotten storage items, and the pervasive darkness that still clung to the corners of the room. A surge of pure, unadulterated terror coursed through me. I didn't understand what was happening, but the feeling in the pit of my stomach told me something was terribly wrong. I bolted up the stairs, tears welling in my eyes, and ran into the living room, crying out for my mother. She came rushing down the stairs from upstairs, her face etched with concern. "What's wrong?" she asked, her voice soft and soothing. "Mom," I sobbed. Something is calling me from downstairs. It sounds just like you." My words tumbled over each other, fueled by fear and confusion. "I heard you calling me, but you weren't there. And then I heard you again from the basement." My mother's brow furrowed. She knelt down and pulled me into a comforting embrace. "Honey," she said gently, "I haven't been calling you. I've been upstairs the whole time." I shook my head, tears streaming down my face. "But I heard you. I really did." She held me tighter, trying to reassure me. "I know you think you did," she said, "but maybe you were just imagining things. Sometimes our imaginations can play tricks on us." I wanted to believe her, but deep down, I knew what I had heard. It was her voice. There was no mistaking it. But how could she be upstairs when I heard her calling me from the basement? The question gnawed at me, a seed of fear taking root in my young heart. "I'll go down and check," she said, her voice firm, "just to make sure everything is all right." She released me and walked toward the basement stairs. I watched her go, my eyes wide with apprehension. Even though she was going to check, a knot of dread tightened in my stomach. I knew with a certainty that belied my young age, that whatever had called me from the darkness wasn't something she could explain away. She disappeared into the basement, the beam of the flashlight she grabbed cutting through the darkness. I waited anxiously, listening for any sound, any indication of what she might find. A few minutes later, she emerged, her face calm and reassuring. "There's nothing down there, honey," she said, forcing a smile. "Just some old boxes and cobwebs. You probably just heard a noise and thought it was me." I nodded slowly, but I didn't feel better. I knew she didn't believe me. Why would she? I was just a little kid. But even little kids know what they hear. And I had heard my mother's voice calling me from the darkness, a voice that echoed in my memory, a chilling reminder of the unknown that lurked just beyond the edge of the light. The cartoon playing on the television screen seemed distant and unreal now, its vibrant colors dulled by the unsettling experience. The fear lingered, a cold whisper in the quiet corners of my mind, a secret I knew I would carry with me for a long time.